Hello Manchester United, welcome to Manchester United News Update. Before get into the video, please click that like button and subscribe the channel for more Manchester United news. Manchester United have a transfer objective that has become impossible to ignore. Man United should be doing everything they possibly can to try and reunite Ruben Amorim with Victor Gyökeres in 2025. You would be hard-pressed to name a better striker in Europe right now than Victor Gyökeres. Fresh from scoring a hat-trick in Sporting Lisbon's 4-1 win over Manchester City in the Champions League earlier this month, he scored 4 goals in Sweden's 6-0 demolition of Azerbaijan in the UEFA Nations League on Tuesday night. The 26-year-old, for club and country combined, has now scored 32 goals in just 24 appearances this season. For comparison, Erling Haaland, who is widely considered as the world's best marksman, has 22 goals so far this season. Gyökeres, who is being strongly linked with a move to Manchester United amid the club's recent raid on Sporting for Ruben Amorim, is producing numbers that are in danger of becoming somewhat freakish. He is threatening to break into the same bracket as Haaland as a goal-scoring menace. Gyökeres, who has refused to rule out the possibility of leaving Sporting next summer, has gone from strength to strength since joining the Portuguese club from Coventry City in July 2023. He joined them in a deal worth around £20 million after scoring 22 goals and registering 12 assists in his final season at the Championship club. After losing the playoff final at the end of the 2022-23 season, Coventry were resigned to losing him. He was the best striker in England outside of the Premier League that season, and their chances of keeping him were quashed after losing to Luton Town at Wembley. Previously of Brighton and Hove Albion, the expectation was Gyökeres would return to the Premier League. He was linked with a flurry of clubs, but nothing ever came to fruition. Instead, he sealed a left-field move to Sporting, who were handpicked by Gyökeres because, according to his agent, he was convinced Amorim would turn him into an even better player. He wasn't wrong, was he? He scored 43 goals in 50 appearances across all competitions last season, as well as registering 15 assists. 5 of his 43 goals were plundered 9 Europa League appearances, meaning he took his form onto the European stage for the first time. The Swede has picked up from where he left off so far this term, too, scoring 23 goals in 18 appearances in Sporting colours. Playing in the Champions League for the very first time in his career, he has 5 goals in 4 games, making him the competition's joint top leading goalscorer alongside the likes of Harry Kane and Robert Lewandowski. If Gyökeres' club form was not already enough to force clubs to sit up and take note of him, his tally of 5 goals and 1 assist in 2 appearances for Sweden during the November international break most definitely should have. The Nations League phase has drawn to a close with Gyökeres at the top of the scoring charts with 9 goals in 6 games. His numbers are becoming nothing short of ridiculous. Demonstrating he can deliver the goods consistently at a higher level than the Championship, United should be ruining not moving for him ahead of his move to Sporting. I wrote back in January that United had missed a trick. Following the appointment of Amorim earlier this month, reports connecting United with a move for Gyökeres have soared, and they will continue to soar the more goals he scores. He has produced the best football of his career under the Portuguese chief, and the prospect of them being reunited at Old Trafford is a scenario United supporters are dreaming of. United invested an initial fee of £64 million in Rasmus Højlund in August 2023, and he is yet to prove that can become the reliable source of goals United need. In his defence, however, injuries have limited his progress this season. Joshua Zirkzee is not a natural goalscorer, highlighted by his tally of just 1 goal so far this term, meaning United do not currently have a player they can lean on to offer them the guarantee of goals. It may be argued that Gyökeres is yet to prove himself in one of Europe's top 5 leagues, but you cannot ignore the fact he is currently the joint top leading goalscorer in Europe's Premier club competition. Like Haaland, his numbers are becoming borderline insane, with him now expected to score every time he steps on the pitch. He has 58 goals in 54 games for club and country in 2024. The more goals he scores, the greater the demand for his signature will become. United, however, have a secret weapon nobody else can offer: Amorim. United should chuck everything they possibly can at trying to reunite the pair at Old Trafford next summer. Endrick to Man United, the 5-star deal that could reignite Real Madrid wonderkid's career. Manchester United are the club best equipped to get the best of Endrick if he leaves Real Madrid, with the Brazil international currently linked with a stunning loan move to Southampton. Endrick's future has been a hot topic of conversation for several weeks in Madrid, with the 18-year-old publicly unhappy at his lack of playing time at the Bernabeu. The outcome is that Southampton are rumoured to be plotting a January transfer along with Serie A side Roma and Real Valladolid of La Liga. Endrick, though, would be better served moving to Manchester United, according to data analytics expert Sky Sports, who show that outside of Los Blancos, the Old Trafford outfit are best placed to develop the exciting young talent. Ruben Amorim's side, who are lacking options in the centre-forward role, where Rasmus Højlund is their sole legitimate option given that Joshua Zirkzee and Marcus Rashford playing in other positions, are given a club fit score of 74 higher than any other team. United actually rank better than Real Madrid in terms of having the capability of getting the best from Endrick, with the Old Trafford side given 5 stars in comparison to the Bernabeu outfit's 4. Where the Old Trafford outfit are weaker, however, is in terms of playing style and formation, though this is, of course, based on what Erik ten Hag proposed and has not been updated for the Ruben Amorim era, purely because it is uncertain what the Portuguese may do with the starting 11. Man United were interested in signing Endrick prior to his decision to move to Real Madrid. Despite being major candidates to sign him at that point, a January move looks out of the question, not least of all because the Spaniards will likely only accept loan offers. On top of this, it appears that he wants regular first-team football, so slotting in behind Rasmus Højlund does not seem to be on the agenda for him at this juncture. Indeed, Sky Sports suggests he would get more regular playing time at Crystal Palace, West Ham or even Arsenal. Real Madrid do seem poised to take action to address the situation of their frustrated teenager, but while Man United may have been an attractive long-term move, in the next 6 months, he needs to be playing more, and that likely means setting his sights a little lower in terms of the stature of club he goes to. Nevertheless, Southampton would still be a very surprising option. Man United offer disruptive influence, facing Ruben Amorim, Axe, in swap deal, 2, close dream signing. According to reports, Manchester United have offered La Liga giants Real Madrid a swap deal as they look to sign their dream target. Ruben Amorim has left Sporting Lisbon to join Man United as he's been appointed to replace Erik ten Hag, who was sacked at the end of last month. The 39-year-old has a big job on his hands at Old Trafford as Man United are 13th in the Premier League ahead of Sunday's match against Ipswich Town. They are also 13th in the form table. Earlier this week, a report claimed Amorim has a tight budget to work with next year and may struggle to bring in new players in January. Loans and swap deals are one way to get around financial troubles, and a report in Spain claims Man United are getting creative as they try to sign dream target Arda Güler from Real Madrid. The 19-year-old joined Real Madrid from Turkish outfit Fenerbahce during the 2023 summer transfer window for around £15 million. The teenager sparkled for Turkey at Euro 2024, but he's only been a bit part player for Real Madrid this season. He only has 3 La Liga starts this term. Güler's lack of appearances for Real Madrid has fueled speculation linking him with the Premier League, as Arsenal and Liverpool are among the clubs interested. Man United are also keen on Güler, and the report in Spain claims they have offered Real Madrid a swap deal, which includes Brazil international Antony. The £86 million flop has failed to live up to expectations at Man United, and he's only made 2 appearances off the bench in the Premier League this season. A recent report claimed Amorim plans to axe Antony as he has become a disruptive influence in and around the squad. Man United are said to be dreaming of signing Güler and will try to convince Real Madrid to close a deal that seems complicated. Ruben Amorim receives 2 surprising Man United boosts ahead of Ipswich Town clash. Manchester United's new head coach Ruben Amorim has received 2 separate surprising boosts ahead of his Premier League clash against Ipswich Town. Manchester United are preparing for a challenging winter schedule under new head coach Ruben Amorim, which includes matches against Manchester City and Arsenal on the horizon. Currently sitting 13th in the Premier League, Amorim's priority is to improve team performance and close the 4-point gap to the top 4. After officially starting last week, the 39-year-old led his first training session at Carrington on Monday following visa clearance for him and his staff. Amorim will be eager to get going and has only just started working with his full squad after the international break finished. Amorim has been quite fortunate to join the club just as it seems many players are returning to fitness. Terrell Malaysia played for the under-21s last week after 18 months out injured. Meanwhile, the likes of Luke Shaw, Kobbie Mainoo, Lenny Yoro, Mason Mount and Harry Maguire are in the final stretches of their recovery. In fact, Mount returned to the pitch just before the international break, but it was claimed that United were taking his reintegration slowly after various injury issues since his United move. Yet, new updates from ex-account United Menace have revealed further updates on the injury front which will delight Amorim ahead of his first game. The account reports that Yoro and Mount are fit to start against the Tractor Boys and pushing for spots in Amorim's first 11. For the new head coach to potentially have Yoro in his backline for the first game is a major boost which would not have been expected. Mount is also a player that Amorim reportedly rates highly, and he could fit into one of the 2 number 10 roles well. It was also further added that Shaw could be involved on the weekend off the bench, another boost for Amorim, who used the defender at left centre-back in training. Of course, there are currently question marks over the fitness of Lisandro Martinez and Victor Lindelof, but Amorim looks to be entering a busy winter period with the bonus of several injury returns. Thanks for watching. See you next time.